All right. Welcome back to the GSMC Wrestling Laureate Podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. Just kind of reflect on what we talked about. We recently talked about our WWE SmackDown preview, and we talked about also my Thursday Night Wrestling review as well. The World of Ring of Honor, and Impact Wrestling. Absolutely fire. Go ahead and check that out whenever you have the chance. So don't be afraid, don't be afraid, don't be too shy. But hey guys, before we move on any further, I want to remind you guys to use the tips and donations link at the GSMCpodcast.net with your questions. It should be pretty badass. Make sure you check that out. Here at the GSMC Sports Network, we do love a lot of peace, love, and positivity. Leave a positive review. Remember to Superman punch that like and subscribe button to the show. Also, leave your comments, leave your concerns. Tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like. That's happening in the world of wrestling. Obviously, what I'm talking about as well. As a wrestling fandom, we're obviously kind of here together, 1,010%, all the way, all the way, all the way. So yeah, guys, don't be afraid to tell me how you feel. Ultimately, this podcast is a hell of a lot better with a lot of fan interaction. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump on into this top 10 finishers. Let's see if this software is going to be nice to me today. So all right, first we have at number 10. I have the ankle lock. I know a lot of people would be like, dude, what do you like the ankle lock? Like, it's so boring. What do you like, Eric? Like, come on. It's a submission move. Yes, it's a submission move, but every single time a submission move is landed within wrestling, there's always that what if? What if he makes it to the bottom rope? What if he tries to find a way to reverse it? Or what if he taps out, or like Stone Cold Steve Austin did from the sharpshooter? What if he passes out from from pain and stuff like that? I refuse to tap out. But something that the ankle lock has done from, like, obviously you saw the ankle lock prominent with Kurt Angle. You saw the ankle lock with Ken Shamrock. I know a lot of people might not know about Ken Shamrock. But then now you kind of have Chad Gable using it. You saw that WrestleMania 22 match between Kurt Angle and Shawn Michaels, where Shawn had the ankle lock on Kurt Angle. It was so cool. We're watching. I was like, I had my edge on my seat every single time. And this is something you cannot as a wrestling fan deny this. Every single time someone's locked in the ankle lock, you were paying attention because you didn't know where it was going to go. This is a lock that's been prominent with finishing wrestlers. That's been synonymous with a lot of glories that these legends have cemented their legacies and stuff like that. Like I said before, Kurt Angle was one of the huge ones at doing that. So at number 10, I have the ankle lock. So at number nine, this might a little problematic, but I love the stomp. I love Seth Rollins' stomp. Absolutely think it's badass. I think it's perfect. I think there was a couple of instances in the past where, a lot of people did not know how to kind of sell the stomp. So a lot of neck injuries were brought to the horizon about this particular finisher. But I feel like Seth Rollins is, obviously he's kind of perfected it. And I'm not trying to seem a little, cocky for my boy Seth Rollins, but Seth is just an amazing competitor. Seth is one of the best WWE superstars, probably of all time. And this stomp, you don't see a lot of people using the stomp, especially in contemporary wrestling. I think it was a move that was actually banned. Don't quote me on that. Then in AEW you also have the swerve stomp. This move is it's just cool. It's just cool. It can happen out of nowhere, which gets people excited. Kind of like other wrestling moves that you could possibly see. All right, at number 8, I have the jackhammer. The jackhammer from Goldberg. You know, I kind of have this hate love relationship with Bill Goldberg. I think ultimately, he's a good superstar, but not really the best wrestler. Like his matches lasted like less. Maybe he should have been on WWE speed, because he can hardly hold a match, longer than 3 minutes. But when he hit that jackhammer, you knew it was over, bro. You knew it was absolutely 110%. It was over. So, that's, also something to respect about that. All right, next we have the F5. The F5, not a lot of people kicked out of the F5. Obviously, in New Day Wrestling with Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre, they kicked out of the F5. Like what? Like no one's ever kicked out of the F5. But Brock Lesnar, the way he did this move, it just every single time he hit it, and just this amazing physique and this physical specimen. A lot of people are like, oh, it's over. It's over. Brock Lesnar hit the F5. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Brock Lesnar. Boom, boom, ba-dum, boom, and then the match was over. Brock Lesnar once again wins. So honestly, love the F5. The moment he kind of puts it up, you kind of have this, and it's just that unpredictability, this balance that you kind of have within your wrestling mind that you're like, oh, it's over. Wait, no, it's not. No, it's over. Like, just that balance and unpredictability that the F5 bestowed on us was, kind of cool. All right, and at number 6, I have the sharpshooter by Bret the Hitman Hart. Obviously, you've seen Natalia. You've also seen The Rock use it. You've seen, Owen Hart, and you've seen Sting use it, the Scorpion Deathlock. But ultimately, it was Bret Hart. Bret Hart, when he locked in the sharpshooter, you kind of knew it was over. Bret Hart really, honestly, did not have any other finishing move besides the submission. Obviously, Kurt Angle, his ankle lock, was kind of followed by an angle slam. So, I feel like the sharpshooter, when it was locked in, you kind of knew that it was over. That was definitely one of Brett's, foreshadowing and that, foretelling that, he locked it in. It's over. The people, the other competitor on the recipient of it, he probably getting hurt as hell, is like begging to get toward the bottom of the rope, trying to grab it, but it's just to no avail. Bret Hart has won an amazing amount of matches with the sharpshooter. So at number 6, I have the sharpshooter. At number 5, I have my attitude adjustment. Absolutely love. Before the adjustment, it was called, something else that I wish I could say, but I'm not sure if I could say. But it was the attitude adjustment, the AA. He was able to slam people through tables. He was able to put people on his rope, go up to the top rope, like hit it from the top rope, and it was just that was Cena. That was John Cena. You knew it was over I keep wanting to call it the other name. I don't, um, the attitude of the AA. I'm gonna say the AA. Maybe the AA will help me, kind of remember a little more. But he was able to hit the AA out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. Like there could be a huge, discrepancy within the match. He could be losing the match, getting beaten, torn, batted down, broken down, and then out of nowhere, bam, AA. Bam, AA. John Cena wins. Something that John Cena has done in his career that has been probably better than anybody else's was his ability to win. And he's, the 16-time world champion, obviously deserves a lot of flowers. John Cena definitely made WWE, he put WWE back on the map during the ruthless aggression era. So, you got to respect the attitude adjustments. All right, and number 4, I have the pedigree. The pedigree, no one ever really kicked out of the pedigree. This was Triple H's move. This was Triple H's move. And if anybody kind of did this, you kind of looked at them, they're like, why are they doing the pedigree? Like that's crazy. And of course, a couple of honorable mentions. Since I'm on the topic of the pedigree, I want to talk about the spear. The spear, I was gonna pick the spear, but the spear has been just adopted by everybody. You have Bobby Lashley's spear, you have Roman Reigns, you have Edge, you have you have Jay Uso now, and they I like the spear, it's cool, but like so many people use it now, and it's not like one of those finishers where you're like, oh, that was his. But people do the spear all the time. So, and also another one with Sweet Chin Music. I wanted to put Sweet Chin Music on this list so freaking bad, but the super kick in WWE and in all the wrestling, circumference has normalized the super kick. So it's not so prominent. It's not so devastating. It's not like a deal breaker like it was back in the early 90s. Then you also have the Swanton Bomb from Jeff Hardy. You see, obviously you see Tiffany Stratton kind of do it. I think, don't quote me on this, I think even Sheamus did it at one point. But I don't know. It just, obviously you had the front flip. onto the body from the top rope. So, had to hit that in there real quick. But like I said, the pedigree, it was adopted. Well, it was given to Seth Rollins from Triple H. That's why I'm like Triple H is like, kind of like Seth Rollins, his main guy. And, when they fought at WrestleMania 38, 37, it could be 37. I'm not too sure. Where like he busted the pedigree out on Triple H and he kicked out. I thought that was pretty cool. So, gotta respect the pedigree. No one's ever done the pedigree better than Triple H. And next, we have the frog splash. And a lot of people would be like, what are you talking about, Eric? You just got done saying that, oh, I don't want to include some of these, moves that a lot of people use all the time. It's like, dude, honestly, the frog splash was made special by Eddie Guerrero. You've seen it was adopted. You see, Sasha Banks do it, Seth Rollins. Dominic Mysterio, even Rhea Ripley go out there and kind of use the frog splash. So, you got to respect the frog splash, man. All right, and number two, I have the RKO. It's absolutely out of nowhere, entertaining as hell, super cool. I love it whenever he breaks it out. I don't think the way he slithers up, the way he kind of obviously wrestlers kind of do it now, like the Cody cutter, or like I think a couple other people have the cutter, like in AEW as well. But no one can do it like Randy Orton. Randy Orton, the way he kind of, it's the buildup. It's the buildup. He's like a snake. He's the apex predator slithering toward his prey, ready to squeeze the heck out of them, cause them to lose, tap out, and be like, look, I am done. So, Randy Orton's RKO, number two on top 10 wrestlers. Number one, of course, you don't see anybody hit the tombstone better than The Undertaker. I saw, I think it was Nicholas or Matthew Jackson of AEW. That's the way they injured Tony Khan. And it was just trash. When you saw it happen, that's the moment. It wasn't the fact that the storyline was bad. It wasn't the fact that the execution of the move was bad. It's just that, dude, why do you have to incorporate the tombstone? That's The Undertaker's deal. Also, like his brother Kane. And nobody did it better than The Undertaker. But as soon as The Undertaker hit this, a lot of people knew it was over. Obviously you kind of had that combo, pin him down, tombstone, put his arms around his chest, and like he'd go on and be like, that was The Undertaker. That was The Undertaker's main move. Obviously loved the tombstone kind of growing up. It was, it was kind of cool to see. So, hey guys, do not go anywhere. We're going to jump into our fourth segment. We're rapidly running out of time, and that's totally my fault. Honey, I've had a lot of technical difficulties. So, we're going to move on to the downfall of TNA. And I swear to God, I'll get you ready for Emerald Soccer podcast, at 9:30. I swear to God, I will not tap into that. So, hey, do not go anywhere.